Julia's doing well. She still has the bar open. Julia was initially going to retire. Julia's 80 years of age and has been working in the pub trade for over 60 years. And she still has the bar open. She was due to retire in April of last year, but when President Obama announced he was coming to Moneygall, Julia decided she wasn't going to miss out on one of the most historic days of her life, and she had the bar there, and she's doing very well, and she's solid delighted that the documentary has been shown. She's got quite a bit of attention since and enjoys it. I can tell you, it's a real old style bar. You go in there, there's no television. You have an open fireplace, and everybody's involved in the conversation. So if you're ever passing through, definitely call and see Julia.
Who picked?
I have a mic right here, actually, so that everyone can hear the question.
Who picked either of the two bars?
Who picked the bars?
That he had a drink in.
Well, to be honest, Ollie's is directly across from Julia's, and it is a much larger bar. So to allow for the media, for 40 people were only allowed in the bar that day. Julia's, you wouldn't fit 40 people into it. You would have comfortably 20 to 25 people in the bar. So to accommodate the media and the security and the 40 guests that were invited into the bar, it was Secret Service and the US Embassy in Dublin that decided the bar.
Just because Ollie washed the floor.
The security in the village at the time was nuts. One whole side of the place was completely shut down. You couldn't cross the road, and there was nobody in windows, and it was so that it was physically impossible for them to get into Julia. It was kind of sad, but.
I would have dragged her.
But on that note, the First Lady did ask, while she was standing beside me in the bar, she did ask, was this the only bar in the village? And I told her no, and I told her about Julia and the fact that she held off her retirement, and she looked up and she goes, can we go across there? So they did want to go across, but there's 3,000 people standing in their way.
Right, what was the vibe like last week when you went up to DC? You met him? Is he going to come back, or what's the story?
Yes, it was unbelievable. This time last week I had left the Dubliner pub with the President, and the reaction and listening to the President speak about his visit, he told me, he said, first when I heard from my Irish heritage, I assumed it was back in the early 1700s, you know, but he said, it's my grandfather's grandfather. He said, I'm as Irish as any Irish American. I have the same story as many Irish Americans here. And he said that they thoroughly enjoyed the visit to Moneygall, and that when he walked into his ancestral home, he said he felt it. He felt emotion.
Well, did he tell you the truth, or was he just having you on?
He is a politician. But no, being genuine, I know he was being sincere, because many of his staff have told us of his reaction. We're one of the few places that the White House has stayed in contact with since of the 32 countries that the President has visited since he took his office. So we've been privy to quite a lot of the details, and I don't suspect he has kept up contact with many other of the countries that he has visited. And Ambassador Rooney has also indicated that they thoroughly enjoyed their time. And the First Lady did tell us that their daughters will come and will visit Moneygall, so they will be back.
Very good.
Right here.
Henry, now that the brown envelope has been taken out of politics in Ireland, I was wondering, is there any way I could bribe you in some way into asking your cousin for a couple of green cards for a few friends?
I have a green card first, and then I'll come back to you.
Are you going to go out for November's election?
Yeah, the intentions are we backed, as I said, to many people who asked me, why did you do it? Moneygall was in, and Ireland was in the depths of a recession. We wanted a good news story. I wanted a good news story. I'm very proud of where I come from. I love my village, and I love the people there. We're quite a close-knit community, and we're not all related by birth, death, and will, which is sad. But no, we're not. But yeah, we intend to continue on the momentum and.